Hello, good evening, everyone. Welcome to Career Counseling course by Psychoshiksha. In this course, we are going to cover about the topics related to how career counseling process can be initiated and what are the various importances and what all psychometric tools can be used for career assessment. So let's get started. Now, what is career counseling? Career counseling is a type of advice giving and support provided by career counselors to their clients to help the client manage their journey through life, learning, and work changes. So, career counseling is not just telling somebody about what are the right options of careers you can opt for or what are the various career milestones that one needs to achieve, but rather it's a journey where a person learn that, okay, if this significant change is coming up in my career or in my profession, how I'm going to modify it, how I'm going to deal with it. Along with that, whatever learning milestones need to become over your career are also covered by in career counseling only. So as a career counselors, we are not only limiting ourselves to tell the client about that what career option they can go for, but rather we are focusing on their overall journey. Next comes, what is career development? Career development is a process of choosing a career, improving your skills, and advancing along a career path. It is a lifelong process of learning and decision making that brings you closer to your ideal job, skill set, and lifestyle. So, career development is again a little, I would say, a little merged term for career counseling. And career development has come under an umbrella term, which means that whenever, whatever career we have opted, we need to keep developing in it. So we can take the example of teachers, like how teachers, earlier online teaching was not a part of their curriculum. But as COVID comes in, technology become a little milestone in their lifestyle. And everything shifted from paper and pen to a computerized version. Everything turned up into a technological setup. And hence, teachers could only survive if they have learned the technology. If they could not learn the technology, they would have taken a backseat. And that could be probably the reason many teachers lose their jobs. Such like that, there are various other professions also which requires you to keep upgrading yourself, to keep up to date yourself with the changes that are coming in the society. If one could not do so, they might take a backseat in their career. So career development, telling a client about the career development or what are the latest milestone ones needs to have in their mind if you want to grow in that career is also a part of a career counseling. Now, coming to the very important part of this PPT, that is why career counseling is important. I personally cover this topic of why career counseling is important because whenever you are going for job interviews or whenever you are applying yourself for the position of a career counselor and people ask you that why career counseling is important, I have my nephew, I have my aunt, I have my masi, I have my taiji to tell me or to tell my child about what careers they want to go for, why one should come to you or why career counseling is an important aspect. So here are a few things that you as a career counselor should know that why career counseling is important, and when you become a career counselor you can always answer them this. So first is direction to the career. Starting from the school level, the students can be encouraged to pick up the right subjects, extracurricular activities, and certification that complement the skills and talent of the individual. This direction not only helps you find out your key strength, but also guides you to work on it and, most importantly, utilize it to your advantage. Selecting the right subjects or stream is most likely the first step you will take for providing direction to your career, and choosing the same accurately and wisely is the first benefit of career counseling process. Now, here, whenever you are, opting for the right streams, you are confused. Students are generally confused that whether they want to go for science, humanities, or commerce, and they could not get the sorry. Okay. So whenever they are opting for, whenever they are confused between that what stream they have to opt for, it could be science, humanities, or commerce. We as a career counselor guide them that what stream they can go for, and along with that, not only the selection of stream is important, we also tell them that what all extracurricular activity you can go in, what all certification you can go in, what all extra skills you require if you want to pursue yourself in that very particular field or very particular career option. So let's take an example if somebody is so much interested in becoming a journalist. So we are going to guide them that see, if you want to be a journalist, you need to have a very good stage appearance. You should be participating in a lot of debates. You should be have a lot of, the confidence to speak in front of everybody. You should be very opinionated. So hence, all the competitions that inculcate these skills should be participated by you or should be won by you, will add on the additional certification skills to your resume. And whenever you are applying for the position of journalist, these things are also going to help you. On the other hand, I do agree that children are going to switch a career. Sometimes they opt with sciences and then switch something into science, into humanities or into commerce, which is perfectly fine. Okay, they can definitely switch up. But if you select something at the right age and go on that very particular path, you are definitely going to outshine from children who are not doing the same. Now, the next importance of career counseling is strength and weaknesses. Human beings are born with different skills and talents. While this means that the same person can sing and calculate numbers while enjoying playing sports with friends, it is imperative to know which of these activities is comparatively your strong point. A very common mistake that many students make is to work on the weak aspect of their talents and intelligences. This may lead to a temporary benefit or even an acquired skill set, but cannot match the superiority of an inborn strength for the same skill set another individual may have. Classifying all the human capabilities into skill set and intelligence, career counselors can help you rank these in the order of strong to weak. Now, we all know that we all have some strengths and weaknesses, but even if I ask you all now that write down your 5 strengths and weaknesses, you might not be able to write it. Or maybe many of you could write your 5 weaknesses but could not write your 5 strengths. Reason is quite simple. We are brought up in an environment where people are constantly telling us that this is what is not right in you, this is what is not good in you, this is what you are lacking. But there are rarely people who tell us that, this is what you're good at, this is what you're doing very nicely. Hence, it's our duty as an individual to have that introspective level that we tell that these are our strengths and weaknesses. But somehow we are not spending this much time with ourselves. And so we need a career counselor to do this for us. Career counselors use tests or use psychometric assessment tools, or maybe, just an interaction with them. They are telling us that write down, think about your 5 strengths and weaknesses and tell me. And shaping up your 5 strengths and weaknesses or shaping up your strengths and weaknesses is an important aspect here. Although I'm not saying that if somebody has a certain weakness, they can never opt that as their career. No, they can definitely opt that as their career as well. But here, the thing is that if something is there inborn, and you know that this is within me, you're definitely going to do better than somebody who is doing a lot of hard work to do the same task as you are doing. So, if as a career counselor, we are telling our clients that, okay, these are your strengths, these are your weaknesses, and you better go for your strengths, you are going to achieve success more easily and more early than, doing the hard work or struggling up for the goal to be achieved. Next comes job satisfaction. We all have heard of people who have completed a certain degree and have started working in the corporates would earn a corporate world earning a decent salary but are not happy with the profile and job responsibilities. You may have heard of terms like poor work-life balance, insufficient pay, unhelpful work environment, bad company policies, etc. Has Sachin Tendulkar or Amitabh Bachchan complained of the same? Of same despite working for odd hours and staying away and staying away from families. The only reason is that they love their job and are passionate and talented to grow in the profession. A well planned career can help you find something like this for yourself. Very true. Job satisfaction is something, you have opted for. a profession and you're actually happy doing the job. You're not there just because you're finding it very glamorized or very attractive. Yes, as a career counselor, I have experienced, I have met a lot of children who come to me and they're like, I wanted to be a fashion designer. Why? Because it's attractive, it's so glamorous. You're going to meet a lot of celebrities. I wanted to be a pilot. Why? Because I'm going to fly high, a busy routine, wow, XYZ. This is not you're going to choose your career. Okay, you have to choose your career on the grounds of that whether I like it or not, whether it fits with my profile or not, whether this type of a job responsibilities I want it or not. Because the surface level job responsibility that you are looking at is on a very surface level. The deeper level, the journey, the struggle is very different. Can you spend 5 years to that degree? Can you give 3 years to that degree? Can you give extra certification courses to that degree? These things need to be noted down. Then there will be n numbers of additional job responsibilities that come to the way. Are you interested in doing that? Will you able to do that? Will you able to manage your family and your profession with that? So these all things need to be noted down and need to be informed to the client. So a lot of time, sorry. So a lot of time, I ask my client this very particular question, that what do you want? What is more important for you? Peace of mind or money? Why I ask this question a rapport building session, so that I get to know what is in his mind or her mind, where the child is leading into, what is more important to them, so I can figure out nicely for them. Then will come careers for tomorrow. Technology is progressing at an alarming rate, and with the rise of automation and machines, it is expected that almost 30 to 40% of today's job will never be relevant. People who started their careers as handloom mill workers or telegram senders or even as translators have seen their job lost as we move forward. The education system takes time to reflect the need of these new age careers, and mostly the early university adopters belong to a very small group. Identify these new age career, correlating your skill to them, and charting a plan of action to accomplish them is done with the help of career counselor. Very true. Another very important job that we do as a career counselor is giving them an idea of 5 years ahead, which education system might take time to reflect upon. So you as a career counselor need to be very updated in your own terms and tell the client about new age careers beyond engineers, beyond doctors, beyond lawyers, beyond anything stereotypical. You're telling them that, okay, you can be a graphic designer, you can be an aeronautical engineer, you can be, urban planner, you can be a geologist, something that is new to them, something that, going to lead the market in upcoming years. For example, stock market exchange, GST officers. If you yourself is updated, surely you can inform the same to your client, and they'll also find it very helpful to stay updated with those terms. So, yes, as a career counselor, it's highly important for you to be updated with the careers of tomorrow and tell your client to skip up the stereotypical career options and go ahead with something new and latest. Other very important role that we play as a career counselors or are telling our children or our client about the entrance exams and eligibility. With a plethora of careers, colleges, universities, courses, and universities, with each of the combinations having its eligibility criteria, entrance exams, and deadlines, it is a cumbersome and tedious task to know everything for you. A career counselor can not only help you with the above, but also shortlist the right option amongst the thousand available as per your requirement. This means you can have a ready-made plan and can focus energies on your performance. So as a career counselor, we are going to serve them on a platter. We are telling them that, okay, if you want to go foreign land, this all universities you have to do, and this all entrance exams you have to prepare for. If you're going to stay in India, these are career options, these are universities you have for this particular career, and this is how you're going to prepare for them. So instead, the child focus himself on what coaching should go, what college should apply, okay, where to go. We are doing it for them. Their job is to only focus and study. And that's what they are actually paying us for. So make sure the roadmaps that we prepare for our client should be very thorough and should be very updated, because that's where we are going to cover all the content about their exams, eligibilities, universities, etc., etc. Last comes comprehensive assessment. A career counseling session is mostly likely preceded by an extensive and comprehensive analysis of the student. Apart from aptitude, there are multiple facets to selecting a career, and not only relying on the ability to complete a course is no guarantee that the career will be the best fit for the person. An assessment replete with personality, interest, intelligence, and aptitude assessment at the very least can help shortlist career as per their various parameters. So as a career counselor, we are obviously applying, and that we're going to learn also in our course, various psychometric assessments of personality, interest, intelligence, and aptitude, so that the child knows that, okay, these are the shortlisted career they can go for. And because it has been come out with the various parameters of psychological attribute, they are going to be the best fit for them. But still, a further thorough rapport building and a nice analysis would be a great option for a career counselor to come to certain conclusions. Last but not the least, understand careers in depth. While selecting a career, you will also need to understand that roles and responsibilities once you start professional life. Many times, the studies, fame, or money drives a student's interest in the career, and this can be devastated if pursued. Knowing the career in depth beforehand is another facet covered during the career counseling session. Now, as I told you previously, also job satisfaction area, that we need to tell the client about the roles and responsibilities that are going to come in. So if somebody says that I want to be a fashion designer, they are only attracted towards it because they're looking it as a very glamorized profession. Okay, but it's our job that we have to tell them that how you're not going to do your degree in fashion designing and become Manish Malhotra directly or Ritu Kumar directly. No, what all stages you have to go, what all roller coaster ride you have to go through, what all ups and downs you have to go through. Are you ready for it? It's our job. We cannot keep the client or the subject or the student in any kind of a bubble that, okay, wow, you are doing something so good. Wow, it's good, it's good. No, we have to tell them that what good, what bad, what all roles and responsibilities are coming to your way. We have to tell them about almost everything. Okay, so this in-depth career is this only. And hence, on this note, we end today's session. See you all for the second class of this particular course by Psychoshiksha. Thank you, everybody.